Hello and welcome to another Thrill Rides Photography mini vlog really. So a bit of a home vlog for you guys. So yeah, we've been kind of getting some kind of questions from our followers. So we thought we'd kind of do a little kind of video really while being at home. You know, to kind of talk about obviously last season, so the 2019 season for us. But also at the same time, and obviously answer some of the questions that you've sent in to us. So we've got a few kind of questions to kind of start off with, and then we'll kind of talk about the some of the followers' questions and some other bits as well. So yeah, are you looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We've got our little drinks. So obviously Jake's has not got a champagne in his or Prosecco or anything like that. No. He's got his juice in there. But I just thought it'd go nice with our kind of little video that we are doing. So Jake, what a season it was for us, wasn't it? What a massive season. You know, 2019 season has kind of upped the bar again for Thrill Rides Photography, and you know, hopefully you can kind of see that in terms of the stuff that we did for last year. You know, over the previous years, you know, I didn't think I'd be able to beat 2018. Where there was kind of a massive kind of influx in kind of new parks for me, but you know, we did. You know, so obviously some of the bigger parks that I've always wanted to go to, I did quicker. The likes of Cedar Point and the kind of the Magic Mountains and all that kind of stuff, the big parks. But yeah, you know, like I said, this year's done. 2019 season for us was a great year. And then let's see what happens in 2020 for us, which will be a totally different season for us, really, because obviously I'll have Jake with me this time, and obviously with him growing to a reasonable height now where we can actually get on some of the bigger rides, there's a great opportunity now for us to kind of go to different parks together and probably revisit some of the parks that I've been to before, you know, that I've kind of done. So Jake, should we start getting into some of we've got some photos behind us, haven't we, that we've kind of been taken as well. We've got some questions on here, so we'll start. So Jake, what's been the highlight of your 2019 season?
Well, obviously, if it's my highlight, I would choose theme parks or rides.
Yeah.
My highlight was probably going to Efteling and stuff like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, some of my favourite theme parks that, first of all, I haven't been to.
Yeah.
And second of all, yeah,
getting
stuff
on
that I've been to before and I've never got on.
Yeah,
so like
definitely.
Vampire.
Yeah, so you did Vampire this year. You know, you did Dragon's Fury this year as well. Tiger Rocks you did. Yeah. You know, you've been on some great ones, and obviously the main one probably for us this season that you got onto was Python. You know, your first upside down coaster. Yes. And obviously we know that you guys have seen the vlogs for that, hopefully, which is also available on our channel. But yeah, we've what a great kind of end to the season for you to be able to get on your first upside down coaster.
Yeah, but my probably actual highlight would probably be staying at the Legoland Hotel.
Really?
Which is probably our latest vlog that we downloaded.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, so that one is on there. That is the recent one that we've done. So yeah, I mean, for me, there's been quite a lot of highlights. You know, I've been, you know, to a number of new parks this year. I finally got over to Orlando to go over there and do that. That was a massive highlight in itself. It was a kind of a mini trip for me to get over there. You know, going to Energylandia as well was a great highlight. And obviously going to America as well, to New York, to be able to get over to Six Flags Great Adventure as well, to ride Kinder Car, the world's tallest roller coaster. So yeah, there's been some massive highlights for me, and it's really hard to kind of pick certain kind of ones. You know, I just think in terms of it all, you know, I've had a massive influx in parks getting in touch and obviously helping me towards the dream in terms of having one of the biggest databases of photos, ride photos in the world. So yeah, you know, it's been a really big highlight for me as well. So you know, every single one of them for me is a really big highlight. And what is really good is the opportunity to where the actual theme parks take you around the world. So I wouldn't necessarily have gone to Poland previously, you know, because but theme parks took me there. You know, I wouldn't have taken myself to kind of Netherlands you know, Germany, you know, or different places like that where, you know, I wouldn't have probably have done before.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm looking forward to this year. Looking forward to kind of getting to different parks with you, to trying to take you to different.
Obviously, will it be Holland, where it is a new?
Yeah, that'll be new.
Blackpool,
Yeah,
the opening day.
yeah, we
That
could go
won't be new.
Yeah,
I've already been there.
but you can get on new rides and that
Yeah.
as well. So
And also, we didn't do a vlog on Blackpool, so we'll be able to do a
no,
vlog this
definitely
time.
not. So definitely not.
Of course.
Obviously, some more highlights. Really, obviously, we started a YouTube channel. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's been going really well. You know, follower accounts going up, subscribers. But what is really probably more key for me is more the actual getting the kind of the chance to look back at some of the actual things that we did, and obviously capture some of them funny moments as well while we're there. So yeah, I mean that's a great highlight for us. We started it back in June last year, so obviously it's going really well. There is a number of videos already on the channel, so yeah, really looking forward to that. So yeah, massive loads of highlights there for us, which is a great thing as well. So what is the most memorable kind of moment for you then, Jake, in terms of at a park?
I've always remembered since we went to Efteling when we got stuck on the whistle.
Yes, we did indeed. Yeah, so we edited quite a lot of it out of the actual vlog itself, and the actual time we was actually up the lift hill was probably about 10 minutes, wasn't it? His first time on an upside down roller coaster. Jake, you're very distracted by the things. You need to look at the camera and the viewers, yeah? So yeah, the actual lift in itself was up there for a long time, and I was really worried, to be fair, of how long we were sitting up there for him, with him, because obviously it builds up the anticipation and that as well, so I was really worried. Luckily we were at the front so we could kind of see what was going on, but obviously because it was done in Dutch when they were doing their announcements, we didn't really know what was going on at all and how long we were going to be up there for as well.
No.
So
but
yeah.
in the end we did get up the lift hill.
Yeah, we
and
did.
We found out the problem, which was the actual train, the second train, or as I can say, the worst train there probably, got stuck just outside the station.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like the wheels that kept moving backwards and forwards, so...
Yeah, it didn't quite thing, did it? It didn't go over the sensor, so it basically stopped. So they just had to give it a bit of a push with the engineers being there to get it back in alignment as well. So yeah, so that is in terms of your your most memorable moments, from obviously there as well. Mine, I'll go into different bits as well, but mine's just kind of visiting, Universal, going down Diagon Alley. Kind of going to Pandora, little bits like that. I've really kind of enjoyed doing the different variations of parks and seeing all these different things as well. So, great kind of highlights, memorable moments, massive memorable moments, and I'm really, really kind of happy and pleased that I've kind of done that as well.
Yeah.
So, right, next question. What's your favourite roller coaster?
My favourite roller coaster would obviously be something like Dragon's Fury or the new ones that I've done this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely finished off my 2019 year. And obviously stuff that we've done.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think like for you, there was a little bit of kind of you got to the 1.2 stage before when the kind of UK parks were just slightly closing. He was 1.2 before Alton Towers closed, but I didn't want him to come with me with the fireworks because, as you can kind of see from the vlogs, we're kind of sitting around for 4 to 5 hours, which is actually a little bit sometimes too long. So yeah, a little bit kind of like I think that's not really good for Jake to kind of do. So
Obviously, I mean, we could have gotten like quite a few lines like Wicker Man.
But it would have been much longer. So obviously, I've kind of holded off on that for this for that
season. We could have got on stuff like Enterprise like quite a few times, and then Wicker Man once, and then.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But no, it was quite nice to just do that as well, and obviously sitting there for so long as well. It was quite good. I mean, so favourite coaster, in terms of in the UK would then obviously be then Dragon's Fury for you, yeah?
Yeah, Dragon's Fury and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. So for me, my favourite UK coaster is actually the Swarm. It's the B&M Wing coaster from Thorpe Park. I absolutely love that coaster, and it's probably the one that I probably rode the most. So yeah, for me, it is the Swarm at Thorpe Park. So yeah, so for you, that's the next question for you then, Jake, is what's your favourite UK park?
So my favourite UK park would probably be somewhere I have my favourite rides, something like Chessington or Alton Towers or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I love Chessington. I've always kind of said I've never ever had a bad day at Chessington. So yeah, for me, Chessington's probably one of my favourites.
Yeah, because it's obviously one of the closest actual theme parks we have.
Yeah, definitely.
Dreamland doesn't really count as a theme park. That's basically an amusement park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our technically theme park.
Definitely.
I like theme park in the UK.
Yeah, so I love Alton Towers. I love going back to there, and always is a special kind of place for me. Alton Towers. It's the one that started it all off. That and Drayton Manor for me. As a child. When I used to go there many years ago. So it's definitely a part that I do love. Obviously for me it's about 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours just to get to the park. So obviously for me it's actually quicker to get to Phantasialand than it is actually to go to Alton Towers, isn't it? So
yeah, and obviously we've got
Efteling, which is only a few hours away and that as well. So yeah, it's
that doesn't class as UK because it's all the way in Holland.
It is indeed, yeah, but it's still closer than obviously things as well. So favourite UK park for me, Alton Towers is definitely up there. Thorpe Park and Chessington as well. But again, Blackpool. I mean, we have a really good time when we go to Blackpool, don't we?
Yeah, and obviously Avalanche.
Yeah, you love a bit of Avalanche as well.
Yeah, obviously. It's good with the theming, because snow usually falls down and Avalanche, and the actual truck itself is white.
Yeah, definitely. So Blackpool's always a great one for me as well. Least kind of favourite for me would probably be Legoland. I think obviously I didn't mind going there, but for me it's kind of it's a little bit babyish sometimes, and obviously I don't mind going once, but there's just not really much to kind of fulfil my needs while I'll be there. You love the place though, don't you?
No, yeah, it's probably my least favourite park as well.
Yeah.
It's obviously
a good one to go to, isn't it, as well?
To go to, but
yeah.
Only once or twice, usually like a week,
so
like
obviously,
a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got favourite, what's your favourite park? So obviously we've done UK park. So obviously, what was your favourite park itself?
Well, itself would be Efteling. Obviously, Efteling and Blackpool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Blackpool's in the UK. I would say that.
Yeah.
If it was outside the UK.
You'd say Efteling, yeah. But you've done Disney though. You've done Paris before.
Yeah, but my favourite would probably be something like Efteling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And Park Asterix, you've done that as well.
Yeah.
That was a really good time as well there, wasn't it?
I couldn't really remember that. So.
Too much, no.
No.
So it's very difficult really. It depends what you want to go for. Obviously the standard you could go is Cedar Point. Cedar Point was absolutely fantastic. It was just a dream to be there when I actually got to the gates. It was such emotional kind of things. And I wasn't vlogging then, and I wish I was, because actually I wish I'd kind of been able to take in all the kind of the stuff that I saw. But there is some absolutely fantastic parks out there. One of my true favourites that I love going to is actually Wallaby Holland. I absolutely love the place, and it really cemented that over their Halloween event, where I was just blown away by absolutely every single thing that they did. I really enjoy visiting that park. So there are many, but it really depends on what you want to go for that kind of for that visit. If you want ride, you're not going to be kind of Cedar Point, Six Flags. But if you want kind of the whole,
Park, obviously.
Yeah, Thorpe Park as well.
Might be Thorpe Park.
But
depends if you like stuff like roller coasters, not.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Only it's technically an adult park, Thorpe Park.
Yeah, definitely.
Little baby rides.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, Cedar Point is a fantastic place to visit. 100%. but like for me, I think somewhere like Wallaby Holland would probably be one of my favourites. Just because of the overall package that they did for me last year, the obviously opening of Untamed, as well. We've got different variations as well.
Yeah,
so.
obviously it will be good to actually.
Definitely. So, next question is what you're looking forward to in 2020, Jake?
Well, I'm obviously looking forward to new parks that you have told me about, like the Blackpool opening day. Yeah, and obviously Wallaby Holland, which you were speaking about, was one of your favourites, which might actually surprise me.
That will come into another question in a bit, but obviously for me, we're going to obviously be visiting quite a lot of new different parks again, and not many new parks, I don't think. That's not the plan anyway. We've got to be careful this year. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm getting married this year, so it's going to be a lot of money spent on that this year. So it's that's the plan. So I know that where I'm getting married there's only one coaster there, so I'm getting married in Mauritius. There is one coaster, apparently it's a Caterpillar, but they've also just now opened a bobsleigh slalom as well, like a speedway kind of roller coaster track. But that's it, there is nothing there. So obviously a lot of my money is going to be spent on that as well.
Yeah, so obviously, so you don't want to, obviously, we'll have to get some. We won't have many vlogs up really after the wedding until we actually get some more money built up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, there will be a lot of ones that we'll be revisiting, and obviously ones that we've vlogging from for the first time as well. So, but you never know. Last year I only had one trip planned, and obviously I ended up going to many places. I will be going back to Poland this year. I will be going to Holland. I will be going to Germany. So there is a lot of stuff coming up this year for me.
Obviously,
Jake will come in Jake will be going up with some of them. Some of them you won't be, unfortunately.
So some of the further places.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of happens. Yeah. So, what coaster are you looking forward to riding this year or next year, 2020?
Obviously, probably some stuff like Wickerman would be good to ride, and obviously Untamed. Yeah. Which is 1.2.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
So we've got so many new rides for Jake to go on this year, and we've kind of been thinking about the rides, haven't we? So we've come up with Wickerman.
Yeah.
We've come up with 13.
Yeah.
We've come up with Rage, which you can go on to as well. We have got. What else have we got? You can go on. I think the Speed at Oakwood, which is another park we've never done before in the UK. That could be something that we've kind of could collaborate with the park with at some point to get over to there. You've got Nickelodeon Streak as well at Blackpool that you haven't done.
Yeah, but there's obviously as well bigger rides.
Bigger rides in obviously.
Something like Swarm that I might be able to get on once.
That's a 1.4, darling. So not.
Yeah,
yet.
So at one point I will be able to
Yes. And then obviously when you're looking a little bit later on, you've got Untamed to get onto, Space Mountain at Disney. So there's loads of different ones that we're going to be able to experience this year. With obviously you being a little bit taller, and hopefully you'll be growing even more, that we can get you to Phantasialand to then get onto Taron and the likes of that as well. So really looking forward to it. So what am I looking forward to? I think we're kind of going back to Energylandia to be able to get on their view their new area, and get on the Atlantica. So there's loads of new ones, that's kind of opening. But next, a lot of the stuff is obviously from next kind of year as well. So we are doing America in a few years' time. So obviously Iron Gwazi and bits like that we unfortunately won't be doing this year. I've done America now 4 times in 2 years, and I think I've done a little bit too much going over to there. So I want to kind of just go to different ones.
So obviously maybe you can do in 2 years 4 times, 2 times per year.
Yeah, we'll look at kind of the plan is to take all the kids to do a massive kind of Orlando trip soon, in the next few years. So that was the plan. So for me it'd be kind of going on Untamed and different bits with you and seeing your reaction to an RMC coaster. Yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic ride.
Yeah, because obviously the Upside Down ride Python I really enjoyed. So obviously, yeah, if you like upside down rides, you'll probably like stuff like Untamed and RMCs.
Definitely. Definitely an RMC. You're going to absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Definitely so. So, yeah. And then obviously, weirdly, so some disappointments from this year. Let's talk about disappointments. So have you got any disappointments for this year?
Yeah, so one of my disappointments are some of the queue lines that we've been waiting in for 2019. Yeah, some of the queue lines and stuff like that.
Okay, so
disappointment.
I think Vampire over the winter, wasn't it? Was it supposed to be 45 minutes and we waited an hour and 45 minutes for it, didn't we?
Yeah, that's probably one of my longest queues that I've actually done for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, yeah. So it's not really a ride that you can rely on with the times.
No.
No, as there are only sometimes 2 trains and it's a long ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, I've waited longer. So actually, I've done I did over 3 hours for Hagrid's on my own, with no money, no anything whatsoever. I went into the queue line. My sister took everything away, and in the end, I actually had nothing, and I waited all that time on my own because I didn't think you could take anything in with you. So yeah, I've done that this year. I really enjoyed it. To be fair, it was quite good. So yeah, look, New York. I did that picture. I don't know why that picture's in my theme park ones, but kind of my disappointment actually would be Six Flags Great Adventure. Going there, my camera messed up, and some of my photos didn't come out as sharp as probably what I wanted them to be. So I'm really disappointed with myself on that. It was a setting that he basically knocked a setting in my bag, and unfortunately, it absolutely killed the focus. So some of the pictures from Six Flags Great Adventure aren't as good as what they're expecting them to be.
So obviously that might be a disappointment of keeping your phone in your pocket now instead of your bag.
No, it was my camera itself. The camera wasn't basically thing right, which is a shame.
No, yeah.
So it was a shame, but oh well. It's one of them that we can go.
Obviously, the photo we just saw, Baron,
that's a 1.3, I think it is. I'm not too sure.
So maybe next year I'll be able to get a Baron.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we've had some questions in from our followers.
Yes.
So let's start answering some of them. The favourite ride to photograph. And that was from Theme Park Photos. So for me, it would be any RMC coaster. I absolutely love RMC coasters to photograph. They are beautiful, as well in their creations. I absolutely love.
There's 2 RMCs there. Boost coaster.
Yeah, there it is. There's an RMC there. So for me, RMCs, the windiness of the track, really makes it. And obviously just gets that really good, if you get some really good angles, you do get a really good quality things.
Yeah,
and some of my top photos from this year have actually been RMC coasters, which is really funny. So, I've had some photos this year go over 2,500 likes, which is, an absolutely fantastic achievement.
Yeah, so obviously...
So what's your favourite kind of coloured coasters or looking at your coasters?
Yeah, obviously I've got my phone to take pictures.
Yeah, you do?
Myself. Yeah, my favourite coasters are technically like coasters that have really windy tracks and really nice colours and sometimes had the sunrise coming up behind.
Yeah, definitely. I do like sunrise ones as well. So there we go. So Elite Coasters on Instagram. What is your favourite flat ride? It's really difficult, really. I've not got massive. I'm not a huge fan, but I will change the question a little bit. So kind of dark ride, kind of whole package. I like Avatar at Walt Disney, Symbolica as well. Jake went going on Symbolica this year.
Yeah,
so
and obviously
stuff like that.
I've got 2 favourite flat rides. One's at Chessington and obviously one is Symbolica, and the second one is probably the obviously, what do you call them now? Carousel at Chessington.
Yeah. Oh my God.
One where I absolutely went crazy.
I ain't doing that ever again. I tell you now. Wicker Man just there. So in terms of flat rides, stuff like that for me would be. I absolutely love. You know, Symbolica is an absolutely fantastic dark ride.
Yeah.
You know, Flight of Passage is also another great one as well. So some really good ones out there as well. But flat rides, I'm not a huge fan of them as well. I'm not really a fan of pendulum rides and other bits like that as well. Favourite theme park in the world? For me, like I said, I've already gone over it. Cedar Point, it was absolutely fantastic. Carowinds was also another great park for me as well. And in terms of the difference between Six Flags and Cedar Fair, I would probably go with probably Magic Mountain. Or I'd probably go with Discovery Kingdom, was also a great one for me, Six Flags, and Carowinds, and also Cedar Point there as well.
Yeah, so probably my favourite actual theme park in the world, which probably would be something like Efteling or Walibi Gardens.
Yeah, because you haven't been to.
And obviously, you've told yourself that you really like it, so yeah, hopefully I can like it when I
hope so.
go there.
I hope so. So, what else have we got? So, a courteous coasters put, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? So I've said 4.
And I've said technically 5.5.
So
obviously, yeah.
We don't know what the answer is to that one, but obviously that's what I want to go with.
4.
So favourite coaster. Jake's talked about his favourite coasters, but yeah, let's talk about mine. There's a few, and I don't really like saying I've got a top coaster because I think for me it depends on different variations of the actual day, the whole package of that as well.
Yeah, and obviously some of the construction colour. Obviously, your favourites are probably like the wooden coasters rather than the metal coasters. Obviously, yeah. So you really like Steel Vengeance and hopefully like Wicker Man. Yeah.
So for me, Steel Vengeance is absolutely fantastic. It absolutely blew me away. I did a night ride on it right at the very back with Adam from Theme Park World Tour, and we were absolutely blown away from it. It was absolutely incredible. I was speechless. Like, I was really amazed by that coaster. But one for me that slightly edged it for that on that visit was actually Fury 325. And there's a few reasons why of that. First of all, the colour of it I think looks amazing. There was no queue at all day. So obviously I got to ride that multiple times as well. So multiple times was, it made it feel better for some reason. Obviously I had to keep waiting around. Obviously there were so many variations of that ride I absolutely loved. So for me, in terms of the whole kind of package for me, just because of obviously how I felt that day, the actual queue lines made a difference. I didn't have to wait 3 hours with no phone or anything in the queue line for like Steel Vengeance. Fury 325 slightly topped it for me. So I'm going to go with that. But in terms of the ride, the best ride I've ever had on a roller coaster was actually Zandra. And I'll stop the video here and I'll put a video into I'll put it into me, that ride. Was actually a ride on Zandra, and it was towards the end of the day, and it was the kind of the coaster that had been on all day. And it flew. I've never felt the speed and the kind of the force on that ride that day. And there was probably a few other people on that ride that hopefully had that kind of same things as well. We just come off amazed of how quick that ride was. I went back round and did it again, after coming off, and I was shaking, and I've never come off a ride shaking so much in my life. It's not my favourite coaster in the world, but that ride itself, that experience for me was just incredible.
Fury 325 gets its awesomeness from its name, obviously.
Yeah, from the height, isn't it? 325 feet tall.
Yeah, and obviously Fury 325 obviously makes it, the name gets its fear from it, so obviously that must be quite a fearful ride.
Yeah, it was, definitely. So that for me, the Zandra kind of the ride that I did, like I said, I went back round later on and they took that train off and then just literally was running the single train that had just gone on halfway through the day, which ran so much slower. So it does really show that massive difference in obviously the variation of the actual coaster itself as it goes throughout the day. So for me, top ride of 2019, and probably the top ride I've ever done so far on a coaster, Zandra at Engelandia. That night ride was absolutely incredible. So, should we see what else we've got? We've got favourite British coaster. We've already done that one, so thank you for that one. Any new parks for this year? There will be some new parks, different variations of new parks.
Mine would probably be Wallaby Hollands.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we've got some light ones that we're going to be doing there, aren't we? New parks. There will be new parks coming. We don't really have a list of ones that we're going to be doing, so yeah, we'll look forward to that. So yeah, what we got here? So favourite ride in the UK. So yeah, we've already talked about that, haven't we already? And then we got Foxy Bass, which has also said high thrill ride photography. That's nice of them, isn't it? So yeah, right. Let's go and see if there's anything on the other account, and then we'll can things. So. You liking some of the photos that we've got up, Jake? Some of these you probably haven't even seen, have you?
No, and obviously, yeah, we've got a picture of Kinder Car here, and obviously...
Yeah, definitely. The tallest coaster, Steel Vengeance. So, next one is Jake Bob 55 on Instagram. Are you going to post some more photos? Yeah, it's probably my most photographed park, actually.
Yeah, and obviously... Yeah, it's one of your also favourite parks to go to, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely love the staff there. So yeah, I will be posting a lot more. Or there is a lot available on the website, which I'm uploading at the moment and doing a bit of work on that as well. So thanks for that one. Theme park enthusiast. What's the best theme roller coaster you've been on? I'd probably say Taron. For me, Taron was an absolutely fantastic theme coaster and backs it up with the actual ride itself, the multi-launch. Definitely for me, Taron is an absolutely fantastic ride in an absolutely fantastic park.
Yeah, and obviously my most theming in the station, there's not really any theming around like the proper ride, but my most themed in the station, which I changed the question around, would probably be something like Vampire, which is a very good themed one.
Yeah, as soon as you get into the station, and even the queue line as well, isn't it, really? It is a nicely themed kind of ride, so yeah. There we go. What is the best, no, we've already done that one, so Matty PXNCICI, a favourite UK coaster, we've already talked about that as well. We've already talked about it.
Yeah, so obviously we have something like, we have some mind readers here.
I know, definitely. Everyone's asking the same question. So Liam on Instagram, what's non-existent ride would you like to bring back? So for me, you'd be looking at something like Black Hole. I remember going on that when I was a kid, and it just was amazing. Also, something like Thunder Looper, which is also another one that I talk about quite a lot. Thunder Looper for me was absolutely fantastic, and obviously going back to Knott's Berry Farm and riding Mazuma's Revenge, which is based on the same type of ride structure. I actually really enjoyed going on that and reliving my childhood through that. Jake?
Yeah, but I've also got a question, another one for you that I didn't get to write down.
Yeah?
Yeah, so for Black Hole, which used to be Smiler, would you remove Smiler for that, or would you put it next to it?
I wouldn't remove Smiler for Black Hole, definitely not. I would probably try and base it towards the bottom of the actual area sector.
Obviously you can have like two roller coasters going underneath each other and over the top.
So for me, I'd keep Smiler where it is, and I would then probably move kind of Black Hole towards the bottom end as well, because there's a lot of space now.
There's not much there, because it's like a grassy area.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's only down there, basically, Bolivian and obviously...
And Enterprise. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so definitely you can fit like a small ride in there in a tent, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, good question, actually.
Yeah.
So what ride would you bring back?
I would, I don't actually know any rides.
So I would probably say, I'm going to say it on his behalf because I'm sick of him saying it all the time and he hasn't said it now, Bubbleworks. I'm sick of him hearing about Bubbleworks this, Bubbleworks that. So Bubbleworks for you, yeah?
Yeah, obviously I would remove the Gruffalo. Obviously I would get it sort of like you could get like keep the Gruffalo key line. You can have a sign saying Bubbleworks this way, and then you can have it towards the side. Yeah. So Bubbleworks for Jake, definitely. As soon as I kind of heard
that question. I knew he was going to say something like that, so it's weird that he didn't. So yeah, that is kind of like the questions. We only put it out for like an hour, so there's not many come through, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, I mean, we've had an absolutely fantastic season. We've built up our coaster count. We've also built up the amount of photos that we've got, which are obviously playing there now. We've been on some absolutely fantastic rides as well, and I'm really looking forward to 2020. My plan for the kind of next few weeks is to release some more vlogs, so I've actually still got some more available from America, which will be going online soon.
Yeah, which probably you can get them all probably on the same day.
I'll probably get them on soon, so I need to probably do them at some point.
So obviously, you've got Blackpool.
Yeah, that's going to be coming as well at some point. So yeah, Blackpool will be there for the opening day. I'm there for the opening day of Fort Park, and also Paultons Park, new rides there. We have been invited to that as well.
Yeah, I don't know why that one's in there. It's not really.
That's Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the uniform from Wicker Man, and you got some Great Bear ones there from Hershey Park. So yeah, I mean, is there any coasters that you, when you are tall enough to ride every single coaster, so you've not got long to go, what ride would you go? I want to do that. What's the one I want to do?
I would probably do Icon, which I like.
You're close. 1.3 for Icon. You can be able to get on Icon. So yeah, that would be great. One to go.
I've also really wanted to get on one time, maybe like something like a boomerang or something like this. Well, the photo is just
you can do a boomerang. You can do boomerang.
Yeah, obviously the photo is just on the screen.
Yeah.
When the ends the track and you go back down.
You can do that. So there's one at Wallaby Holland you can do, Speed of Sound. That's a 1.2.
Yeah, and obviously that would be quite good, wouldn't it? And obviously, it'd be quite good.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a look at that. So yeah, so we've got so many more photos to post. Currently on my phone, I'm currently at 8,000 photos.
For 325, which just on.
Yeah, you'd like that. So yeah, about 8,000 photos on my phone still to post. So yeah, quite a lot still to go. I'm really debating starting from kind of the beginning and working my way straight the way through again. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we've got plenty more vlogs coming up. Thank you so much so far for subscribing. We have had one video that is literally just going crazy at the moment. So our Disney on Ice.
With views, obviously.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if you've watched it, you can subscribe to the channel if you liked it.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got Disney at Paris.
If I could, I would subscribe to it.
Yeah.
But sadly, I cannot.
Oh, I know. Your thing doesn't work,
well,
does
actually, I could do it on my grandma's TV.
Oh, you never know.
So I could do it.
So yeah, we've got so many more photos still to post. We've got so many more videos still to do. So obviously, hopefully you've enjoyed this home vlog, talking about just random stuff about, how kind of season and stuff to things as well. But yeah, we've got so much to do. So many more photos still to edit. I'm so behind. Even though it's closed season, I'm still really behind at the moment. But yeah, there's so much more still to come at some point as well. And more videos and more places to go to. That's a giant boomerang. That was a bit bigger though. But yeah, so that is it pretty much. So really enjoyed it, really enjoyed spending some time with you, Jake, to go over this video. And we'll see what kind of happens for this 2020 season.
And I've also noticed on here there's quite a lot of Dreamland.
There is. We've got lots of Dreamland stuff coming up as well. So yeah, what we're going to do now is thank you so much first of all for the subscribes, for the subscriptions at the moment and the followers. So we're looking at nearly about 45,000 followers we've now got across all our platforms. We've got our Instagram, Thrillwise Photography. We've got Thrillwise Photography 1 on Instagram. We've got Facebook. We've got Twitter at TRP, Thrillwise Photography 23.
Actually, you can just use my back of the shirt.
Oh, that's it. We'll stay there then. Here we go. So we've got Thrillwise Photography, the website. That's where I'm uploading at the moment. So there is new photos going on there. You'll be first to see them if you do go onto there. You've also got Thrillwise Photography, which is the main account, which I'll share on-ride photos from different parks, news, other people's photos as well. And then Thrillwise Photography 1 is just my own account, which is just my own photos only. There's no other photos on there of any others. So that's why I keep them separate. We've got then the Twitter there, so TRP Photography 23 there, which is for Twitter. And obviously you got YouTube as well, which is obviously Thrill Rides Photography on there. And because we're getting more and more followers
and
now.
obviously on Google.
Yeah, Google just put it in as well, and we do come up as well. But thank you so much for the followers, guys.
Yeah,
thank you so much for watching the videos as well.
Yeah,
I'm not pushing for followers.
I've seen a couple like about 10 photos ago. I saw Python.
You did
just
indeed,
going around their route.
So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this long video. I think it works out to nearly 30-40 minute video. Hopefully you've got an insight into us. And we'll do some more soon.
You can get more into us.
Yeah, definitely. We'll try and do some more. If there is some more demand for this type of video, we'll do some. But other than that, it's time to say goodbye. So that is it, Jay. That is it. Speak to you all soon, and we'll catch your ass down the road. Cheers.